I had never had any intentions of ever working as an actor.
Uh-huh.
Never thought going to Hollywood.
Well, on that subject, you weren't born anywhere near California, so how did you...
No, Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah. So how'd you get involved in productions over in California?
Actually, when I went out there with my brother Henry back in 1948, we just went out there just to spend a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was either go to Florida or go to Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
So at the last minute, my brother said, which he was much older than me, he was about 20 years older than me.
Uh-huh.
His Connie says, "I tell you what, let's go to Hollywood." And I was only 17 at the time.
Uh-huh.
So that was it for a couple of weeks. And those couple of weeks turned out to lasted 2 years.
Really? You just never went home?
Like I said, no intentions working as an actor, I had no training as an actor, and I got involved with Ed Wood, the man who, you know, produced Plan 9 from Outer Space. We got to know Ed Wood back in 1948, and at that time, when I met Ed Wood, he told my brother he was already a movie producer, mm-hmm. but we found out he's yet to make a movie. Yeah. Picture for Ed Wood was a picture called Glen or Glenda, 1952.
Uh-huh.
And then we did another film called Jailbait for Ed Wood, Bride a Monster, mm-hmm. and of course, you know, Plan 9 from Outer Space, which was, it's, you know, considered, you know, the more they crucified, the more they condemned the film. In fact, that's what helped it become world famous. Mm-hmm. Of course, it took 20 years, mm-hmm. but we had plenty of time. We weren't going anywhere, so it didn't make any difference.
It took 20 years?
Yeah, before it really caught on as, you know, as a hot picture, cult movie, say. Yeah, it's too bad for Ed Wood because, you know, Ed was very close, Ed and I were very close friends, and mm-hmm. for his sake, I was hoping that, you know, he would click, you know what I mean, in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Plan 9 was his biggest film. Mm-hmm. Of course, we know we have Bela Lugosi and Tom Keene. And Tom Keene at one time worked for DeMille mm-hmm. back in the 20s. He did some, you know, powerful pictures for Paramount Pictures. Mm-hmm. And of course, Lyle Talbot, who at one time was with the Warner Brothers studio. Mm-hmm. And he was nominated for an Academy Award for a film. Or was it a film that he was nominated? I'm not quite sure. With Spencer Tracy, yeah, 20,000 Years in Sing Sing with Spencer Tracy. Mm-hmm. So, and we had Vampira, and then Elvira. Mm-hmm. Oh, Vampira, now it's Elvira, right? I got a little mixed up.
She sued, didn't she, for that?
Vampira did, yeah. Well, she got a lot of publicity out of it, you know. Missed the old gang, you know what I mean, like Ed Wood, and working with Bela Lugosi and Tom Keene and Tor Johnson. Oh, he was a great guy. Yeah. Of all the people, he was my favorite.
Oh, really?
He was my buddy. Yeah.
When did you first meet him?
Tor, we were doing a picture called Bride a Monster. Yeah. And that's when I met Tor. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you guys hit it off and became friends?
Oh, we had to. He was a big guy.
How was Ed Wood to work with? Like
Eddie Wood?
Yeah.
Very simple. I never knew if he was there or not. He just more or less went over the script with you, explained what he wanted, and that was it, you know. Uh-huh. Couldn't afford to do any retakes unless the scene was really, you know, so bad, had to redo it again. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, the scenes went smooth, you know. And like I said, Ed Productions, they most likely were 5-day shoots, 4-day shoots. If he had to do it in 2 days, he'd do it in 2 days. Yeah. He got started with this film called The Bride of the Monster. Uh-huh. It was a 1-day shoot. It didn't have enough money to pay the actors off. Uh-huh. So the unions came down and closed the set. Yeah. He got suspended until he was able to raise money to complete the picture. Mm. So the guy who was starring in the film, Tony McCoy, well, anyway, he that little bit of footage, that 1-day shoot, he took it to his father. Mm. His father was in the meatpacking company. It was called the McCoys. Mm-hmm. So he showed his father the footage. He said, "Look, Poppy, I'm starring in this film." Mm-hmm. But he said, Ed Wood hasn't got enough money to, to finish the picture. Uh-huh. So the father looked at it and says, "Hey, that's great. That's my boy up there." So he says, "Yeah, Pop, I need, so many thousands to finish it." Uh-huh. So the old man says, "Fine, I'll put up the money."
That Johnny Depp does a good job of
Oh yeah,
portraying him.
Johnny Depp. Yeah, very. I met Johnny, you know, several occasions. Very nice man. Yeah, I think he did a great job.
Really?
Sure, Ed Wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they would have been better off by putting an unknown actor.
Yeah. Instead of big time.
Yeah, because Depp, everybody seems to know that Johnny does off-the-wall pictures.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, also Johnny Depp's doing another weird character or whatever. See, by having somebody that's new and first time, you know, people would have said, Ed Wood, who's Ed Wood? You know, when in the press, the newspapers and all that, and right away say, this the new actor. They right away would relate him, probably figuring this is Ed Wood.
Yeah.
See, they did that with Tony Dexter, who did the Valentino story.
Oh, yeah.
First time on the screen, Tony Dexter.
And that's what he's
and a lot of people never heard of Valentino. You know, a lot of the teenagers, you know, and Valentino, and they looked at Dexter. Immediately they thought he was a Valentino, and it clicked for him.
Yeah, so it's a good way to start like a career with
Yeah, so I think that's what they should have done with the Ed Wood story. Had an unknown actor first time. I think it might have gone over big at the theaters. It's strange, you know, the more they crucified Plan 9, condemned the movie, everybody went to see the film.
Yeah.
Right?
I've seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
And now with the Ed Wood story, everybody praised the movie, and nobody came. I mean, they did, you know, select the theaters, and it was kind of, you know, it just didn't go over that big in the movie theaters. But now people seen it on video, now they regret they didn't go to the movie house to see it.
I saw Brent Hinckley. He was the one who portrayed your part.
Right. He's the man got Lugosi all upset.
Oh, really?
That's right. He's the man responsible for Lugosi using profanity in the film.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see the movie?
Yes.
Don't you remember he said to Lugosi, "Can I have your autograph?" And then he said, and he said something about like, "I just saw you recently in the film with Karloff, where you played second fiddle."
Yeah, he gets really mad.
That's right. It was Conrad Brooks responsible.
I was working with Vampira. Like, when did you first meet her?
Yeah, when we're doing that picture called Plan 9. Plan 9, yeah, from outer space. That's when I first met her, yeah. Well, she was only there for one day, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they shot this picture in 5 days.
Are you, really?
5 days shoot, yeah, we had
That's
to.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, like I said before, if it had to do it in 2 days, it'd have done it in 2 days.
I didn't know that it was done that fast. It's great for 5 days.
Yeah, yeah.
But any memories?
Yeah, I met her there. Yeah, like I said, she was only there for 1 day, and we took some publicity. I had no actual, you know, scenes with her in the film, but we done, you know, some publicity shots together. Very, you know, didn't say much. Very quiet woman, you know. After all, she's a vampire.
Plan to do any more films in the future? Like, are you working on anything nowadays?
Yeah, I just recently did 3 pictures this year. I worked with Martin Sheen's brother, Joe Estevez. He does quite a few low-budget films, but I say low budget, but they're sometimes the best. You know, I did a picture called Baby Ghost, and the man who produced and directed the film is Don Jackson, an excellent director and a fine producer. Then when I did after we finished that picture, we'd done that in about a 10-day shoot. And about a month later, he calls me back again. I said, geez, these guys must like me. So I did, as long as you got an audience out there, that's all that counts. I remember when, what's his name, Kazan was doing a picture called On the Waterfront. And he was shooting that on 35 millimeter. And everybody in Hollywood at that time were doing CinemaScope, you know, widescreen and color and all that. And they told Kazan, you're going to lose money. You're going to lose your shirt. He says, you're making this thing on black and white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on 35 millimeter yet. He says, let me tell you fellas something. If the picture's good, he said, the public will come and see it if it's on 8 millimeter. Now, what does that tell you?
Yeah. We've seen our campus now. What do you think about Cinekyd?
Yeah, I'd like to come back.
Yeah?
Sure, I'd like to come back. I mentioned maybe perhaps you guys can use me in a film sometime in the near future. Why not? You know, an actor's an actor, right? Is it my fault I did 99 bad pictures in Hollywood? I might do a good one for a change. Hopefully, by this time next year, I'll be on the East Coast for good. You know, I'm 65 now. So I had enough of Hollywood.
Yeah. Time to settle down.
And no regrets. I mean, all the bad pictures I did and so forth. You know, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If I had to do it again, I'll say, when do you want to start?